Hi, today we're at Joshua Tree National Park in Southern California. We're going to go in the park and I'll show you the campgrounds here, what to expect when camping, how to get around. It's $30 for an entrance fee. Pets are welcome in the campgrounds, but not the trails. And the reservation sites are about $25 per night. So there's 9 campgrounds here in Joshua Tree. Here's the south entrance. You got to pay your $30 fee, but look at this. All campgrounds north of Cottonwood are full. So if you don't have reservations ahead of time, you're kind of winging it. Chances are not very good you'll get in. So the first campsite we'll look at is Cottonwood. So A section is just a loop around here. And we'll kind of look at these sites as we go up here. And they start at, my left here is A2 on the left. Here's A1, all right? All the sites have parking in front, but I believe there's a 19-foot limit. Some of these are tent only, like here, okay? So if you get the sites here, facing south, on the south end of the loop, they're a lot more private than the inner end of the loop. So get the odd numbers, all right? You get more privacy. So this is April, so we got all the flowers coming in. Beautiful, beautiful flowers. Lots of bees, bumblebees. Here's the men's room. I'll show you what we got. Super clean, full sinks, good urinal, and full flush toilets. So up here, we have potable water, the flush toilets, but no showers. It's a lower elevation of 3,000 feet, so it's warmer than the other parts of the park. Generators are allowed, but only during restricted hours. And this is our Sprinter, just for 2 of us. You got a picnic table. And the deal here, so it's 19-foot parking, right? So we had to kind of park the wrong way on the road. So we get the pop out here. Otherwise it'll pop out in the street and somebody will clip it. And we're at the south end of the loop, so nobody is camping here. Always get the odd numbers. Here's Uncle Casey. We got lots of firewood ready to go. And we got our fire ring. So up at Cottonwood, we're at the southeast end of the park. So we're about 50 minutes away from places like Jumbo Rocks, the Skull Rock, Split Rock, and those more touristo sites. But it's a lot more private. It's a lot more accessible, easier to get reservations at. But you have access to the few trails, the Cottonwood Springs Oasis Trail, or the Las Palmas Oasis Trail. All right, the Mastodon Peak Loop Trail, and the Old Dale Road Trail. So there are things to do down here. Here's number 28. Right? So here's the B loop up here. Right? Starts at B1. Looks like we have a lot more trailers that are unhitched, right? But up here in the B loop, we also have restrooms as well. Full flush, no showers. And you do have water throughout this whole campground. Okay, B7. Only walk-ins, or no walk-ins, sorry. Only reservations allowed. It's pretty private. But you do have your inner loop, right? So you got vehicles out here on the B loop. That's why I think I like the A loop better. This is White Tank Campground. First come, first serve. No reservations required, but it's really hard to get in here. All right, even today's a Tuesday. The campground here is already full. And at White Tank, here's where you find our first Joshua trees of Joshua Tree National Park. Look at these beautiful rocks we have. Rocks Campground. This is the allure of White Tank. Beautiful rocks. And just like all of our other sites, we have our Mojave yucca, our creosote bushes. We got black brush down here, or black bush. Okay, we have our Mormon tea, silver cholla. Over here, we have a pencil cholla. And here's a cheese bush, right? It smells like Roquefort. Kind of get the idea. Mush it up. Got Roquefort cheese. So here's campsite number 6. We got fire rings, barbecue, picnic table, and it's all walk-in. And so if you're lucky, you can park, but you can't always park here. Look at the restrictions. Beautiful rocks. But the campsites are real private, which is really nice. And not a lot of people come here. But as I mentioned today, it's sold out. Here's campsite number 7. And over here, it's a really nice one. A lot flatter underneath the boulders. This is campsite number 8. And they're all pretty much the same. We have trash facilities as well, so that helps. So at White Tank at the top of the trail, here is the beginning of the trailhead to Arch Rock. So that's White Tank for us. All right, so this is Belle Campground. It's very similar to White Tank. This is first come, first serve. No reservations. It's full today. It's a weekday, so it's pretty crowded in April. It's got easy access to the Arch Trail and also out in the main desert area. Got Joshua trees. Got all sorts of tent camping here. But you got fire rings, picnic tables. So there are restrooms up here at Belle Campground. We'll take a look inside. We'll see what we have in store. All right, fully equipped, lots of toilet paper. This is a non-flushing toilet. Perfect. Great boulders and campsites. So that's all you need to really know about Belle Campground. We'll go to our next site. All right, so here we have Ryan Campground. And if you like Joshua trees, here's where you want to stay. And out here we have Ryan Mountain, right at Sheep Pass. Okay, and I'll show you a couple spaces inside, what this place looks like. So Ryan Campground is sometimes referred to as the overflow campground for Hidden Valley. It's a very lovely area. There's 31 tent and limited RV spots. We have vault toilets. Every site has a picnic table and a fire ring. It's an elevation of 4,400 feet. And it's well positioned if you want to have easy access to the west end of the park. The sites are very spacious, but they're a little less private than some of the other campgrounds in the park. It's very popular with families and kids. No generators allowed. There's no hookups, and there's no drinking water here. But they have trash facilities. We have group sites. Okay. So nestled under the rocks here is Live Oak Campground. We're just going to look from here from the main road. Okay, so just up here, up the street, is Skull Rock. All right. And just right over here. So this road on the left takes you to Split Rock. So you hike up and down either way from Live Oak Campground. Today we're going to look at Jumbo Rocks Campground. All right. And when you enter here, there's usually going to be the camp host who will check your reservation And you're greeted by a lot of big boulders here. And that's really what Jumbo Rocks is. A bunch of big boulders and creosote bushes. Alright, you start out with campsite 1 and 2, and we'll head down the road. So on this side of Joshua Tree, we have these biggest and largest Joshua trees. So there is trash, and there's recycling here, and there's fresh potable water if you need to. We got some sites under the oaks and some sites out in the open. Here's number 3. So most of these are for smaller vehicles. If you have anything over 19 feet, make sure you try to get a site that accommodates something over 19 feet. So here are sites 17 to 24. It's a tiny little loop, and it's all back in parking here to these campsites. So if you have a big unit, probably not the best idea. And they all sort of look like this here. This is site 17. Got a fire ring, picnic table, little barbecue. All right. So it's really for tent camping as opposed to like a sprinter. Here's a little turnout for sites 111 to 116, and it's really crowded. All right. Parking's not the easiest, but I'll show you site 112. Here we go. Wow, that's incredible. Okay, same old picnic table, barbecue, a fire ring. Here's 118 to 121. And all these sites have same restrooms here, right? So here on this loop, we have sites 25 to 41, and we're staying at 33. I'll show that to you later. Got these great Joshua trees here. Holy smokes. Here's number 34. Kind of small, you know, not private parking. Here, now we got the gold mine. Here's a citation. We're in space 33. Number 33 is probably one of the best campsites out here. Right, here's 35, a little tiny spot. This is 33, all the way up here. Holy smokes. Wow. All right. Got a picnic table, a barbecue thing, got a fire ring. One of the best parts, we've got real quick access to the trail. Takes us down to Skull Rock and also Split Rock. So our final campsite is the Hidden Valley Campground, right around here. And this is considered the best and the most popular campground in the entire park. It's also the busiest at high season. They got trash for you. We have outdoor restrooms. This is a first come, first served campsite. So arrive early, especially during the weekends. It's open to both tents and RVs. Very convenient day hikes. It's the closest campground to the west entrance, which is probably the most scenic portion of Joshua Tree National Park. And the campsites are spectacular, all around these huge rock formations and Joshua trees. No generators allowed. We got lots of almond desert, other brush. We have some galetta grass, Joshua trees, of course. These look really healthy and nice. Okay, our cat claw. Wait a minute, bush. And here's the campsites. Not the most private, but they are really, really scenic and pretty. Wow. I believe it's also the site of a lot of movies may have been filmed here out in Hollywood. All right, so that's all the campsites I'm going to share with you over at Joshua Tree. It's a great place to visit. Just make sure you come ready in the right seasons, and always bring plenty of extra water, and make sure your gas tank is full of gas, because there's a lot of driving up here and there's no gas stations. All right, well, thanks for watching my video. Have a great day. Bye.